So you'll see on this canal, Pondicherry I call it. I'll probably cut that out. So Michelle and I are staying in a beautiful little colonial hotel here in Pondicherry, more commonly or recently known as Puducherry. And yeah, this is a lovely old building, very French colonial, big timber. I think these are rosewood, they might be mahogany timbers in the center. So this is the hotel. Outside is Pondicherry. Now a lot of you will expect that beautiful charm of old French colonial Pondicherry. Hold on to your hats, it's going to be a little different than you expected. Okay, towards the coast. So here we are on the streets of just outside our hotel. Man, some of you who have always asked for smell-o-vision would be reaching for the off button right now. There's a guy here laying naked in the street. That's a little bit completely naked. A real mess. Oh, that is such a shame. You see a lot of this sort of thing in India. So we're in the heart now of Pondicherry. So we'll continue down the road. A couple here getting a coconut on the street, around about 30 rupees for a fresh coconut. We'll continue down the road towards the coast. It's not far, maybe about 2 blocks down, and then you're actually in the heart of White Town. We're right on the edge of White Town. So for those of you that haven't visited Pondicherry, I think it's important to show Pondicherry as it is. No respect, that dog. Because, as I said at the outset there, you're going to expect sort of French colonial architecture and French food. It's what Pondicherry is famous for. You will find that in some of the streets a little further down from here, only another sort of few hundred meters, but this is mainly how you will see Pondicherry as a visitor when you arrive. Good day. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning? Afternoon. Always smiles. Everywhere in India. They do have these garbage collection, what do you call them? It says green and clean Pondicherry. Guy going for a pee in the street. Sorry, I have to show it because it's everywhere. I mean, if I don't see it 20, 30 times on this walk, I'd be surprised. So they have these dumpsters on the corner of most of the streets here in Pondicherry, but they're greener, cleaner Pondicherry, but generally they're far from green or clean. Now this is the central canal that runs down this. This is the central canal. You can't see it, a lot of it is covered over. Oh, let me just step back a little bit. This canal runs the whole length of Pondicherry, and it's partially covered over, but quite often uncovered. This road is one of the worst smelling roads here in the city because it is very much open sewerage, it would seem. Now, if you're thinking I'm not in the heart of Pondicherry, you may have seen videos where people have stood at the Mahatma Gandhi statue in the center of Pondicherry. That is only about, it's directly in front of me, about 200 meters. So we're just back from that. You can see on the map where the canal runs down through the center. when walking along this road, you have to find a sort of cut over the canal. Actually, what we might do, there's a nice little French pâtissier that we found on this road where we can have a cappuccino and some really nice chocolate croissants if they're open. Let's head down there. Let's head down there. Unfortunately, it's opposite the canal. Sometimes the smell just outside the pâtissier is not as nice as inside. Now I'll cross over. Just got to take your life in your hands. There is no rules. So you'll see on this canal, Pondicherry I call it. I'll probably cut that out. There are lots of traders. So I'll just come up here. So on the canal itself, oh, the guy's fixing motorbikes. Hello, motorbike service, yeah? So there's a motorbike service. There are some places for food here. Hello. I've got to get away from that. How people can eat or work in that environment. Oh. It's not constant, so you can get a break from it, but it comes occasionally in great waves. This Pondicherry is the first town that I've had this smell so frequently. I'm not bagging on Pondicherry. Anyway, up here is a lovely little pâtissier and get good cappuccino and good chocolate croissants. And you might be thinking, why on earth are you going here? This little corner here doesn't smell so badly. Here it is. It's called Hot Breads.
Yes, do it.
You can see it's popular with the expats. Wow, it's chock-a-block full. Yeah. So we'll get some seats. So you can see this is really popular. It's not normally this busy with foreign trade, but maybe it's just the time of day that we arrive. I'm going to go and order a couple of cappuccinos. Let me see if we can find our friend. Look at these croissants. They're the lightest? They're the lightest, flakiest croissants I've had in India. They got the pain au chocolat chocolate running through the centre as well. They're really delicious. We just wait until the shop quietens down a bit and order our coffees. It's good. Took a little while. It is busy in here today. I think a tour guide has come, a tour group, should I say, has come in here. They do make good cappuccino here. Well, you know, good cappuccino by Indian standards. This is very good. So interestingly, maybe that's the way to see places in India. It's not been the way Michelle and I tend to like to do our tours, but that group rocked up here. They must have been dropped off in a bus, and then they walked outside the door and a bus pulled up and they got on the bus. So the tour guide obviously brought them here for their croissant and coffee, and they're off somewhere else. So they're not really walking around and experiencing the streets of Pondicherry, but they look to be having fun. Maybe that's the way to do it, Michelle.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's the way to go.
Anyway, for Michelle and I, we're going to go back out on the streets, and I'm going to walk you through the real Pondicherry. Not with a guide, but just with our eyes, and we're going to head into White Town, which is the other side of this fragrant river. Here is a Pondicherry bus. Let me show you this. Hello. So these are the little buses that run around Pondicherry. You have a look. That one is out of service because when you see them in service, they are packed full of people. Right, we're gonna cross over the Pondicherry. Hold your breath. Look at this old tree though. It's not too bad. The smell's not. Look at that old tree. But let me just cross over here quickly. Michelle, you carry on. Oh, she's coming with me. So under here is the river. It's hard to describe it as a river, but it is. It's moving liquid. So, to pinpoint where we are, I think it's the governor's house is just ahead of us. And there's a park. So we've got this building here. Here is the park. This is the French colonial architecture that I want to see in Pondicherry. Wait! Okay, so here we're going through to the park entrance.
Doing his hair.
Good day. How are you? What is this? This building?
Governor office.
A governor office.
Kiran Bedi.
And the name of the park?
Botanical garden.
Botanical. Botanical garden. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so to the left of the park, heading down towards the coast, this is the governor's house. Completely cut off. No traffic comes through here. So it's nice and quiet for the governor, who deserves it. After all, you know I don't believe that. So, so this is the governor's house. And he has a couple of cannons outside, keep away any attacks. So this is a beautiful building. So Pondicherry, Rajnivas, and then you've got these old cannons here. And opposite the governor's house is the entrance to the park. Now that guard just there told me this was the botanical gardens, but I don't think it's named as the botanical gardens on the maps. So in here you see the first sign of cobbled stones. Now at one time a lot of Pondicherry had these old cobbled stones. I haven't seen any of it outside the park anymore. This park is quite beautiful. And it's a real haven away from all the noise. It's quite quiet and it's open to everybody. There's so many people in here. Okay, here's the name of the park. Bharati Park. You're standing in Bharati Park, the historic heart of the French Pondicherry, named after the renowned Tamil poet Subramaniam Bharati. Was here that, I think it meant to be, it was here that, La Compagnie d'India, the Indian company, first established their trade in textile in 1673 and built its first in 1689 and second in 1706. That's not making, look, you guys can read that because the grammar is terrible and I'm struggling through it. These granite stones with pictures of some of the local wildlife. Now I've seen a lot of palm squirrels. As you'll see here, these beautiful squirrels, they're all over the place. Haven't seen the small Indian civet or the black naped hare, but these are some of the animals that you'll see. Oh, over here, look. There is a group of young European children, probably out with their nannies by the looks of it. I'm going to guess, could be wrong, but I think so. Hello. How are you?
Fine.
And This gentleman. Hello. Bonjour. How are you?
Écoute, on sait que tu vas nous exprimer.
So, out in the park, I think the young kids are out here with their carers. I'm gonna guess they're the children of French consulate or NGOs are over here out with their nannies, would you call them?
Yeah, helpers.
Yeah, helpers. Now actually I think there's a second gate over here, so yesterday when Michelle and I walked round, this gate wasn't open, so maybe it was because it was Sunday, they only opened one gate. But this is a really nice park. This is fresh and clean. You can really get away from the hubbub of the busy streets of Pondicherry. And we're going to go out this gate, seeing it's open, and head down to the Mahatma Gandhi statue on the waterfront. Now I've just noticed opposite towards the coast side of the park is a lighthouse. So just up there, you might not see it, it's a little bit far off in the distance, there's a lighthouse which I hadn't spotted yesterday when we walked round. So we're just going to cross straight through here. I don't want to show you this because it'll upset some of you. Go and have a look. Hello, little fella. Poor thing. That is so sad. That dog has such bad mange and ticks. Mahatma Gandhi is just ahead of us, just down here, but let's go just up and down this market and have a quick look. So just off of the beachfront there's a little marketplace. Selling all sorts of knickknacks, bric-a-brac, whatever you like to call it. We call it knickknacks, some people call it bric-a-bracs. What do you call it? Comment down below, let us know. Here they got pav bhaji. Hello. How are you?
You?
Very good.
They're getting ready for the evening.
They're probably getting ready for the evening. What are they cooking in this big pot here? Something they're cooking. Ladies doing so this is the cauliflower they fry in masala batter. It's a Manchurian, gobi Manchurian. Hello. Very popular in Tamil Nadu, maybe other parts of India also. Gobi Manchurian. The cauliflower was not actually originally in India. It was brought here, I think, by the British or by the Europeans anyway. And it's become a staple vegetable in India. Let's just go down through here. It's clearly not functioning yet. Maybe later this evening. It's still a little bit hot. Sun hasn't gone down yet. Most of India, certainly in the south, comes to life after the sun has set. So just a little side journey. Look, here is the cauliflower, all cut up. Here's your cauliflowers, gobi Manchurian.
Where are you from, my friend?
Australia. Where are you from?
You're from India.
You're from India? No.
I'm from Pondicherry.
So
How long stay Pondicherry?
I don't know. I don't know. So this is for the gobi Manchurian, yeah? So they'll dip. Let me just get in here. Just get up here. So they got the oil frying here. Some like a masala batter. Yeah. Eggs.
Veg.
No, inside
Inside is
flour.
This one? That mixing.
chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
So the batter is with chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Masala,
Masala.
chili.
This one is broken.
Yeah.
So after the masala, this one vegetarian.
Oh, let me see.
Mixing.
So he's cooking, huh? So hey, the guy's actually cooking.
The Pondicherry is very nice mustard. Very good.
Mustard.
Mustard. It's a preparation.
Smell is very good. Really nice. So gobi Manchurian. We've just had those chocolate croissants, otherwise I'm not going to pretend I would have had some. It would be fine. It's hot fried. That sort of food almost never gives you any issues. Anyway, back out to the coast, to the front. They've done a new promenade along here. Boulevard, promenade. So here ahead of me is a beautiful statue of Mahatma Gandhi. Hello. Now I believe this is the largest outdoor statue of Mahatma Gandhi in India. I don't know if it's bronze or what it's made. I don't know a lot about the history. Maybe you can let us know in the comments if you do know. But he looks out over the city of Pondicherry. And then ahead of us, hopefully the wind is not too bad. We're picking up some of my voice. Here we have no idea what that is about, but here you have the Pondicherry beach. It's not really a beach. There's no, I think the wind's going to kill us here, Michelle. There's no sand going down. It's just rocks, a little bit of sand at the top edge, but you get the point. Okay, we've just come out of the wind. So there you have it. We've walked through the center of the heart of Pondicherry, and you've got an insight. So if you come here, you know what to expect. I'm not doing those sort of soft shots of some of the beautiful architecture. There is a lot of beautiful French architecture. A lot of it has decayed and crumbled, but there is a lot of beautiful French architecture on the streets. But I think it's important that we just see it as it is, and let me know what you think in your comments down below. From Michelle and I here in Pondicherry, I'm sure we'll have some more adventures here yet. Love to you all, take care, and we'll see you again shortly. Be good.